have full episodes on gtchannel.com as well. So
and full episodes on Facebook.
And full episodes on Facebook, obviously. We stream live every other week. So
You can't get rid of us.
no, we're everywhere.
Can't avoid us. Yeah. Which is good.
All right.
All right, James.
Okay, James is ready.
So first up, we've got the Toyota Venza Limited is the vehicle that I've been in for the past couple of days. Now, you might be thinking the Venza, I haven't heard that name in a while, and that's correct because it actually disappeared. It went away in 2015 and's come back in 2021.
I hate to say this, but I didn't even know.
There you go, Sam. See, now you do.
Like,
now you do.
It's like the unwanted person at a. Were you there? I didn't even know.
It's like some guy coming up to you and say, "Oh man, sorry, I was gone for so long." And
you go, "Oh yeah, okay, whatever."
You were gone? Really? I didn't notice you were gone.
So, anyways, wow, the Venza does not look like a Venza anymore, does it?
So it's obviously, as you can see, it is
way better. Wow,
looks
this
like an
looks a lot
RX.
better.
Looks like a Lexus RX.
It does look like a Lexus RX, so I think it certainly plays upon that as one of its strengths here. But essentially, it's got the same running gear as that you find in the Toyota RAV4 hybrid. So it comes in around 219 horsepower, but it is a lot more stylish, I would think, than the RAV4, and it's a lot more luxurious.
Is it bigger than the RAV4, James?
It looks bigger, but it's actually smaller on the inside because of its svelte features. Yes. So that's one, I would say in that regard, it's one of the drawbacks. So I actually had to take this on some errands this weekend and fit a few large items in the back. And there wasn't, while everything goes down, it was a little tight back there and just trying to fit everything in.
What on earth were you putting back there?
I had a fun family-filled trip to IKEA. So obviously you can imagine afterwards when I got home, there was absolutely went up smooth, easy, no pressure there whatsoever. So a trip to IKEA and then Home Depot.
Do-it-yourself week, huh?
Exactly. It was one of those weekends where I thought I'd just cry as much as I could on a Sunday and then try and get back to the working week on a Monday. But I mean, it looks great. It feels very nice on the inside. You're getting good economy. I think we're averaging around 30 plus miles per gallon. One thing that is a real interesting and fun feature of this is actually the glass sunroof they've got there, which you can make clear and opaque with the press of a button. So they call that the Stargaze sunroof, which is...
And it goes across the whole length of the car?
Basically, yeah. So it covers the 2 rows of seats. Nice. So that's one of the fun features. So I take this as one of those, say, it's more of a luxury option when you're looking at Toyota, which is interesting because obviously it's certainly fits in very similar, as you mentioned, with the RX 350. It's similar size in that regard, but it comes in at around $40,000 as we saw there. I think ours, the one I've got, is just over $40,000, including destination.
But this is the limited version, which is the highest, right?
Level yeah.
You can buy on the Venza.
This is the San Matani version, we like to say in the industry trade. That's where we go. Whereas I'm more of at the bottom end. I mean, I think if we
don't sell yourself short, James. You're right there with me, buddy.
No. I'm definitely LE model. Whereas I think Taro is sitting there in the middle of the XLE, where I've got San Matani, who doesn't get out of bed unless it's a limited.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Well, yeah. All right.
So it starts around 32,000 and then goes all the way up to 39. Another thing I did like was, obviously you could see this parked out the front of Sam's house, one of his many ads that he got here in Southern California.
It's a rental.
And I know now it is, Sam, because you're not staying there anymore. You've had enough of it.
I'm renting it out. Yeah.
Exactly. As I skimmed back through the photos so we can see through, one thing I did like was the size of the screen in the middle. It was really, really large, to be honest. Very easy to reach, straightforward and nice, and very easy to navigate and go through, which is obviously a step up from some of the other ones, which I felt was nicer than the RAV4.
Yeah, the interior looks really nice.
Yeah.
I think really nice. It's a good looking car, I think.
Yeah,
And
it is. It doesn't look like a Venza. Venza, I remember, was almost like kind of minivanish SUV, wasn't it? You know?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, it's full on SUV.
Yeah, luxury, I would say. So this, if you're looking for one, if you if you're not going to, if this is the one for like driving the kids around to school and so forth and going to the shops as opposed to wanting to get out like Taro into the desert, I think this is a very good option in regards to.
Why wouldn't you just buy the Lexus RX then? Is the price difference that much of a difference?
Yeah, if I've just, let me pull up the Lexus RX price point to see where we're at. Let's see where we're at in regards to.
Yeah, it's a good looking car. I think I could.
Yeah, Taro, remember when the Venza first came out, we were like making fun of its name, going, what the heck were they thinking?
Yeah.
Calling it Venza, because Venza kind of means, toilet seat.
Toilets. That's why they don't sell this car in Japan.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you start with the Venza, the RX starts at around $46,000 plus change. So it'd be 47. So it's
dollars.
Yeah, it's 20%, and that's not obviously as nice as them. So you're looking at one that's probably going to be the hybrid. Yeah. So you're looking.
And this comes in a hybrid too, right?
The Venza is a hybrid. That's what.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
Is that the only one? But it does come with an engine, gasoline engine too, right? Regular. Or is it just hybrid?
It's just the hybrid. It just comes with the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Really.
Yeah. So
and they have an all-wheel drive and this one, it looks like it's an all-wheel drive, but do they have like like a front-wheel drive version as well? That's a little bit more cheaper.
No, they all come in all-wheel drive.
Really?
All of them all-wheel drive, all hybrids.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not a car you want to take off road though. It looks just almost too nice.
Well, that's what I mean. This is the one where you want to have the ability to. If I think this would be good, for example, if you live maybe in the Pacific Northwest where it's a lot of rain and deal with and so forth, so you get the safety and the security of all the safety features and so forth. But if you go the Lexus route, I think you'd probably be looking at a $10,000 differential between the two.
Especially with the hybrid, right? RX hybrid.
Yeah. So then you're obviously getting a lot more power in the Lexus as well, which will impact the fuel economy a little bit, so it won't be quite as good. So this is, I'd say, it is the comparison I'd best make is you either want to go with the Venza or the RAV4 if you want to keep it within the same lineup.
Hey, what vehicle would this thing compare to from other manufacturers? What are its cross-shopping rivals?
I think that, for example, the big one that everyone puts a target on is the Honda Passport. I think is the one that people mostly like to say is the one of the top ones in that field.
Would the Atlas be in that thing too? I know you drove both of them now.
The Atlas is a lot bigger, to be fair.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, the Atlas, is 3-row. The Atlas Crosser, the Sport, is still a lot bigger, I feel, than this.
Okay.
But if it was me, I might probably move away from the Venza and go with the Prime because I like the RAV4 Prime because I like the plug-in potential with that, where you got the 40 miles of plug-in electricity.
Oh, this is
This is just a straight hybrid, not a plug-in hybrid.
Okay.
Maybe they might look to a plug-in hybrid down the line in the next year or two. I could see that as being a possibility, sticking in that sort of realm. But the thing that really, really disappoints me and drives me insane about all the Toyota hybrids and electric vehicles is the noise that they produce in electric mode. I think it's starting to make me go insane.
Well, I can't remember what kind of noise did it make. It's not supposed to make a noise, but
you don't like the hum?
No, the hum is awful. The hum really, really drives me insane. So, if I would pay tens of thousands of dollars to remove that hum, it's that bad. It's awful.
You can't just turn up your stereo?
No, it pipes it through. It's awful. It's really bad. I'm like,
really? You can hear it like even if we have the radio on?
Yes.
It's artificial, right?
It's artificial sound. So it's the idea is it's meant to project it to people outside the vehicle so you don't run them over because it's electric.
Oh, they hear you coming. Yeah.
But I'm like, look, if you get hit by my car that's an electric, it's your own fault. And you can't say you didn't see it. It's your own fault. That's it.
Yeah, it is an annoying sound. We have a neighbor that drives an electric car, and the sound of it is like just like a high power golf cart. It's like this. It's just like sounds so.
No, it's like I feel like the Toyota one is like this electronic earthy sound. Really? It's like someone just pressed 2 keys on an electronic keyboard from 1984, and it just is like really, really loud, and it's like, oh, it's so annoying. But yeah. But other than the sound,
James's nerves, I just turn up that sound so much.
You can't turn it down, Sam. It's only one volume.
No. I'm gonna pipe it through my computer so you can listen to it while we.
Oh, thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate that. But net result saying, I think this is a very nice car. It's been great for the time we've had it. It looks good. It looks sporty. It looks athletic. It's very nice on the inside. It's very easy, comfortable to cruise around, and gets good fuel economy. So I think it's a good option for people out there looking to spend.
And when can we read even more details on this at gtchannel.com?
It should hopefully, if someone gets to put it up, it should be going up live this weekend.
Whoa, okay. Very good. Very quick.
Speaking of what's going on gtchannel.com.
Oh, what a transition. Very good, Taro.
Thank you.
But James, I don't know if James is finished yet.
Are you finished, James?
That's me done. Actually, no, let's quickly bring up GT Channel articles and we can talk about them on that.